Welcome, welcome, Sagittarius. We're going to go ahead and cleanse the energy. We're doing a 30-minute or so session. So we're just going to see where the cards take us. Alright, removing any negative energy. Okay, only letting in positive energies. Welcome. Positive energies. Okay, so we're doing a session. So this is the 30-minute channel message that I have on my menu. It's gonna be 30 to 40 minutes, and pretty much we're just gonna use the cards as a guide. Not exactly reading tarot, just using the cards as a guide. If you were to book this session with me, we would, go off of the things that you ask questions, or we can just have a conversation. I'll just pull cards, But right now we're going to tap into that Sagittarius energy. We'll use these later. We're going to start with the Orisha deck. Okay, Sagittarius. Cards are on the table. Isn't it the same thing I said for my other Sagittarius read? I'm feeling this energy of being real in your head. You're very deep in thought. Feel like you're kind of blocking something. What's going on with Sagittarius? A lot. Gosh. Once again, I mean, sometimes when if I pull 6 cards, I'll be like, nah, but Sagittarius, apparently I gotta keep all of these. We got the Hermit. We have 5 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Wands, the Priestess, and the 5 of Discs. But let me see what it is that I see with all of these. I'm feeling like you're coming out of your shell, but it's kind of alarming to those around you. Maybe you have a slick mouth and you're not really trying to hold back anymore. You're just like kind of like, fuck it, like I'ma just do me. I'ma say what I have to say, and if they can't handle it, that's their problem. And I feel like that's maybe you're kind of I feel like people are very shoot, you're becoming isolated because of it. Maybe your circle has gotten smaller. You've realized that not everybody can handle that energy. Not that you even realized that. You already knew this before. You already knew people couldn't really handle this energy that you have. And so that's why you held back in the first place. That's why you kind of bit your tongue and didn't really say everything that you felt, because you knew people couldn't handle the truth. But you've gotten to the point where you're just like, I have to live in my truth. This priestess card came out in reverse. And I feel like if you live in your truth, like, it's like you want to live in your truth, but can people handle the truth? We already know they can't. So whatever. King Cudi said, I'll be up and away. Up and away. Cause they gonna judge me anyway. So whatever. Like, literally. At the end of the day, and people need to hear the stuff. A lot of people need to get popped in the mouth. That's something that I be feeling all the time. Like, a lot of people ain't been popped in the mouth. And so, now you done came and popped them in the mouth, you know, kind of figuratively. And, they don't really like you no more. Oh, well, it kind of sucks. When you lose like close friends like that, people that you thought were like I've been in scenarios where I thought that I could be real with somebody and they would accept me and my realness, but they actually ended up offended, and it was just like, damn, I thought I could be like real with you though. You be real with me. I thought that I could be real with you. I ain't know that my realness was. Oh, look at my guy came out. Elegua. This might not be Elegua. It might be like Shango or something like that. But I associate red and black with Elegua. But y'all don't get mad at me. I don't really know everybody just yet now. I'm still learning. But okay, so the story of this card is that my guy here was walking down the street, or people were like arguing about something, whatever, like red is better, black is better, or something like that, or something like that. So what he did was, I don't think that was the case. Let's ignore that. So what happened with this guy was that he painted himself half black and half red, right? And he walked down the street. Oh, okay, yeah, people were just arguing a lot. Like, instead of them paying attention to what really mattered, they were like arguing amongst themselves all the time. And so he did this they were supposed to be kind of like paying him worship, but they weren't doing that because they were too busy arguing amongst themselves. And so his way of kind of punishing them was that he painted himself half black and half red, and he walked down the street. So this side of the street was like, he's painted red, and this side was like, no, he's painted black, and they just like killed themselves in the background over it. But I'm seeing that as that relates to what we were talking about, in the sense of they gonna judge me anyway, so whatever. People are gonna always have something to say about what you're doing, and it don't even really be mattering. Because neither side of them is you. You know what actually is going on. You know the path that you've chosen. You know the step that you're taking, right? You know why you're doing the thing that you're doing. You understand the reason why. They arguing over some shit they don't even know. So, whatever. They may have problems with you because you've chosen to follow your strengths and follow the things that resonate with you. But, oh well. That's their problem. It's not your problem. Let's get some more on that. So we got some motherfuckers that got some problems apparently with what you got going on. So let's ask, who are these people that got problems with my Sagittarius? Death came out in reverse. I feel like Spirit is like, yo, fuck them. I feel like Spirit's like, bruh, who cares about them? That's what Spirit said. Ask a different question. That's what Spirit said. Spirit was like, yo, I feel like the ultimate message is these people who are just talking shit and kind of just making your life kind of difficult, they don't matter, man. It really is about what you want and what you're trying to do and what you're going to do for yourself. So we don't even have to ask, who are they and why? You know who they are. But you also need to understand they really don't matter. It might seem like they matter. They may hold important positions. It might be your mom. It might be your sister. You know, it might be like your mentor, or like maybe some kind of colleague who can get you into the next place or what next step or whatever. But there are some things that you know that you have to do, that you're going to do for yourself, that's going to get you to your higher level of self. And this is a business idea. This is a financial decision. Is what I'm feeling like. You know that there is some kind of, like, you figured out how to monetize what you're good at. The thing that you're good at, you figured out how to monetize it, and you're going to go with it, right? Fuck the naysayers. Fuck the non-believers. All they do is keep you in their state of non-believing and naysaying. All right? And you already know that. So let's just not even worry about them. Let's focus on continuing. Like, it's the fact that you haven't been biting your tongue, the fact that you get what you want now. Okay? You get what you want now. You've been very giving and accommodating for other people's needs and what they would expect, the situations that they create. You've been like, you get in where you fit in, okay? Because you're not really trying to cause too much of a ruffle. But once you begin to do your thing, ruffles, you know, are caused because you're good at it. You shine without really having to try too hard, and you may have been outshining those who have been giving you these opportunities. Oh well, like, that kind of just sucks for them. 6 of Cups. I feel like I'm feeling like a triumph of just not giving a fuck about other people no more. You're a compassionate person, and that's really dope, and that's good. But you're gonna find so much peace and like tranquility in not giving a fuck about other people's like feelings. Because the thing is, when you give a fuck about people's feelings, you are attaching yourself emotionally to that person. Okay, we are not regular walking around NPC ass motherfuckers. We are very ethereal beings, and we reach and connect with other people on a spiritual level all the time. Walking through the grocery store, you smile at somebody and you connected to their soul. They might not even know that they had a soul. That's why I like to smile at people, because sometimes you wake a motherfucker up just by smiling at them. They never knew that they could feel. But this random person with this pleasant aura just smiled at me, and you know what? Maybe I'm somebody worth being smiled at. You know, that's why I like to smile at people. But anyway, when you lend yourself to this other person's feelings and stuff like that all the time, you're making yourself care. And you know that you care. Oh, I care about people. Yeah. You ain't gotta care about everybody. Everybody don't need to be cared about. And everybody is not worthy of your care, because your care is healing and peaceful, and it brings about success and change in a positive way, and everybody ain't ready for that. So when you come around offering success and change in a positive way to people who don't really want it, you're just kind of wasting your energy, and we don't need to do that. It's unnecessary. When you operate in your own path, you're going to do good like that. You know, we want to do good by others. I feel that when you operate in your own capacity and when you operate down your own path, you're going to do good. You don't have to like go out of your way to like be a good person and be nice to people. and like do good. When you do your thing, you're going to be doing good anyway. Your thing could be painting, your thing could be making music, your thing could be being a lawyer, your thing could be being a plastic surgeon, like whatever. You can be a fucking astronomer who doesn't even talk to people ever, like, but you discovered something, you know, like, you never know. Just do you, okay? And those who need to be touched are going to be touched. Alright? So let's talk about doing us. Let's get some insight in that. We're doing us. What's some of the things that we're doing, Spirit? Okay? I got 4 of Swords and I got Ace of Rods. I'm getting a feel of very growth feeling, like growing. So I feel like we're growing, both spiritually growing, like with this lady here, I'm getting the energy of her doing like yoga and stuff like that. You've been practicing this is for someone, you've been practicing shielding your energy. Excuse me, which is cool. That actually relates to what I was just saying. You've been practicing shielding your energy and focusing on yourself. And finding the ultimate thing about that, because like I said, we're giving, I know me personally, I'm here to be of service. I am of service. So that's why when I say we, like, we're giving people, I feel like whoever this resonates with, they, you know, that's one of my kind of people. We like to be of service to others. But we have to understand that our energy is like sacred and beautiful and powerful, and we can't be giving to everybody. We got to build walls around our energy. We got to make sure we got our swords in place, because motherfuckers be trying to step and you ain't, you know, like, something else that happens to me a lot is I'm very respectful of people, and so people think that they can kind of like come to me any kind of way. I'm peaceful, but I don't take people's shit, you know, and I love it. I think it's funny because people be so surprised when I all of a sudden I'm like, you know, not taking their shit. It's not that it's even all of a sudden. It's because now it used to be, oh, I took their shit for a while, but nah, nowadays it's like, oh, once you even start with some bullshit, I'm already like, nah, Brody. And I lay it down A, B, and C, and they be like, well, damn. But anyway, I digress. With the other card, the Ace of Rods here, what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius, somebody is planting plants. Okay? And because you've been creating this good energy in your house, your plants are going to grow. Like here, I'm seeing this kind of barren stick that has these leaves growing off of it. I feel that it may seem like the circumstances aren't ideal for you to plant right now, but go ahead. Spirit said go ahead, because you yourself create the nurturing environment for these plants to grow. So go ahead and plant those. Go ahead and plant those, or like buy that plant that you've been thinking of. Make sure you look it up and see what it needs, so that you're not like buying a plant that needs to be in like 70-degree weather and you got it at 50, you know, like just stuff like that. You know, you ain't gonna be able to keep a plant hot. Okay, but like I'm feeling like there's something that you want to plant, even with a project, more on the idea side of things, that kind of seed. There's a seed that is in your mind that you want to plant, and you're unsure of if that's something that you should do right now. I want Spirit saying that a seed takes a while to germinate. Just because you plant the seed today doesn't mean it's going to sprout tomorrow. So it's okay for you to go ahead and plant the seed. Take that first step and go ahead with that, because by the time it sprouts, you're going to be ready to nurture it, is what I'm hearing. by the time that thing actually takes off, you're going to be ready to nurture it. And in planting the seed, I feel like you're going to begin to gear yourself towards being able to nurture it, because you're going to know in the back of your mind that you've planted that seed. You're going to start doing little tiny things, you know, in your day-to-day that's going to encourage that seed or make a good environment for that seed to grow into a plant. Okay. Okay, so what are some more projects that my Sagittarius is working on? What's going on with my Sagittarius here? You need some more projects here. Some more messages for my Sagittarius. Oh, there's a card turned up. A message for my Sag. Gotta pull out 5 cards at once. No, I'm not taking 8 cards. Okay, give me one. The lone man. But my guy came out in reverse. I feel like you be in your own world, vibing, and I need to, because this one card, I'm like, now I gotta pull everything from this one card, but it gave me such a colorful card to look at, instead of the 8 cards. But we'll see what happens next time. But I'm feeling like you're in, let me go ahead and pull some okay, I'm feeling like you're in your own head, but it's not really so bad. Like, this guy's smiling. He's not really like, he vibing, chilling, you know, his money falling out into the river. But I feel like it's okay. It's just money, kind of, sort of. But it came out in reverse. And then we got this card next, 5 of Cauldrons. Once again, we have somebody who is definitely in their own head about things. And you see, we got the baby in the bite about to spill something on you. I'm feeling like someone needs to come out of their head a little bit and maybe do some grounding. I'm feeling like somebody needs to do some grounding. Like, we got this guy suspended in midair upside down. This dude just off in La La Land. I'm feeling like you may need to do some more grounding. Like, maybe you've been meditating a lot, and meditation's cool. That's great. I'm thinking that maybe you need to do like a more physical form of meditation, like yoga, where you're actually, yoga's cool because it helps you connect your body and your mind. So meditation is dope because you're going into your mind and you're connecting with your mind. Yoga, it literally keeps you here. It's good for us because we are mindly, otherworldly beings, right? But we're here on earth having this earth experience. So yoga is good for us because it allows us to tap into the forces of the earth and like kind of synchronize them with the forces of our spirit. And it helps you really navigate this earth plane with more ease. So I understand that you are of a meditative mind, which is actually a really good YouTube channel to go to. When I do my like when I'm doing my reads and you hear the chimes in the background, that's for meditative mind. I trust them. Like, I don't really trust a lot of sound frequency pages, but meditative mind for sure is a good one. Anyway, you need to kind of ground. Maybe you've been wearing like a lot of amethyst and lapis lazuli and like clear quartz. Take those off. All right, you might need to rinse them off. Yeah, rinse them off is coming out. Rinse them off nice. Maybe put them in a pot of water in the sun. Like, if you have like maybe a glass cup or something, take those your third eye and crown chakra crystals that you've been using, take those and rinse them off, run them under some nice water, and then put some water in that cup and put them in the cup and put them in the sun. I feel like they might need a recharge. You're going a little too far into the ethereal space, and you're going to need to come back to earth, because that's where we are right now. At the end of the day, like, that's where we at. So this is where you got to operate from. So I feel like if you do that, do some yoga, get some like red jasper or red agate or some like carnelian or something like that, and or like maybe some like tourmaline or black onyx, obsidian, tiger's eye is like, get some stones for your lower chakras. This is a nice chunk of tiger's eye right here. Ain't it sexy? Capricorn Wolf sent me this. Yeah, get you some of that, and maybe like hold it while you meditate. Ooh, yeah, get you some of that and hold it while you're meditating, so that way you're not just floating off into the ethers. Okay, it'll keep you a bit grounded, because you're becoming a little disconnected from reality, and you gotta come back down, is what Spirit's telling me. Okay, Sag. You're working on your inner self, and that's great and good. Spirit's glad that you're doing that. Remember that we are of this earth. Okay. Karma came out. This is kind of awkward, but I'm feeling like I don't really want to give me some more on that, Spirit. The Fool. Yeah, I'm feeling like you need to guard yourself. Maybe when you're meditating, you might need to do some protection, like some kind of protections before you go into meditating. Maybe just ask for like a shield or something, or like keep some certain crystals around you. Like, I know, like I said before, that black onyx and obsidian and stuff like that is good to have around you while you're meditating. Tourmaline especially is good to have around you while you're meditating, because you don't want to open yourself up to being attacked. That's not something we want, right? So when you're even in your day-to-day, you might want to go ahead and like invest in some triple protection crystals, which is, I'm pretty sure that's just like hematite, tiger's eye, and like onyx or obsidian or something. I actually got mine from Capricorn Wolf, but I've, that's something that people, like a lot of people have that. You can probably just find it on, if she doesn't have any left, you can probably find it on Etsy or something. Because like I said, we are ethereal beings. Our auras reach out all the time and touch people that we don't even know that we're touching. And sometimes people are leeches. They may not be leeching off of you in the physical plane, but when you ascend up into that spiritual plane, they might be able to find you because they understand like your spirit signature, you know what I'm saying? So let's get some protection so that we can be protected from that. I got the Star came out, and we got Knight of Swords in reverse and a piece of lint. So yeah, like I literally, like, I feel like this is saying when you go up into the stars, you need to make sure you got your guard up, because motherfuckers might come for you. I'm honestly feeling like it's like some past, like you might have done something to somebody in the past that we're dealing with our karmic debts, our cosmic debts, and all that shit. So I'm feeling like there might be somebody that you wronged in a different life or in the past that maybe you never rectified, and I feel like that person might kind of have it out for you. This is kind of awkward for me to have to say, because it's actually kind of deep, and I'm not trying to get too deep, but if we were doing a one-on-one read, whoever this resonates with might need to do a one-on-one read, but I'm feeling like some really negative energy and I don't really care for it. But it's like on some like, yeah, you did somebody dirty, and you just got like, maybe you need to kind of reconcile or rectify or something like that. Because you can't just let stuff, you can't just leave stuff up in the air and think that, oh, whatever. I know you're charming and shit like that, but your charm ain't gonna get you everywhere, Sagittarius. Your charm ain't always gonna make people okay with the stuff that you do. And sometimes you're gonna rub people the wrong way, and you're going to offend people in ways that you could have avoided if you actually so this definitely ain't whoever I was talking, but wait, I might be getting my readings crossed. Let me focus. This is for whoever this resonates with. If it resonates, it resonates, right? You might be cute, but that ain't gonna always make things fly. It's pretty much what I'm getting. Okay. I feel like there's someone that you need to apologize to. And if you can't reach them directly, I feel like you need to apologize to them in spirit, because you kind of got this person fucked up. And I feel like that's negatively affecting you, because you're becoming more, I feel like you're tapping into your spiritual self and you're meditating and shit like that. And so you're having to face your bullshit. And whatever it is you did to this person, you know that you did it, and you know that you got them fucked up. So yeah, you're gonna have to face that. That's pretty much, ain't really much else I can say about that. Own up to your shit. So let's recap, okay? Saggies, what I was getting up here was that it was in this read. Yeah, I feel like these were like two different people. So what I was getting over here was, Sag, you have been biting your tongue. You have been biting your tongue, kind of not really trying to offend people and hurt people. But it's blocking your Empress energy, and you need to go ahead and let that out. And you started letting shit out, and you realized, it came to fruition. You knew that if you talked your shit, that people weren't gonna fuck with you anymore, pretty much. And that's what ended up happening. Boo-hoo, it sucks, but them people, it's kind of like, fuck them. I'm sorry, I know I'm getting a little, I got my Hecate going, and she don't really hold back. But it's kind of like these people's opinions don't matter. They're kind of, they're self-destructive people, and they want you to self-destroy as well. And that's not for you. You're going to rise above that and remove yourself from them situations. And then it's going to bring you peace with yourself, because you're being yourself. You're not offering pieces of yourself to these people anymore, because you stopped caring about how they felt at the end of the day. You might be alone now. You might be kind of alone, but at least you're able to focus on yourself. Right? Like, goodness gracious, you were spending so much energy on other people. Okay? And then over here, what I got was focusing energy on yourself. You're going to start building your bubble around your emotional health, which is good. You're going to fight battles when needed, which is definitely necessary. Maybe you're gonna have to learn how to you're gonna have to learn how to bite your tongue sometimes, but not all the time. Okay. And you're going to be pouring into yourself more. But in pouring into yourself more, I'm finding that for someone or some of you, you're going to kind of end up isolating yourself. Whereas here, the isolation was kind of caused. You isolated yourself. I guess it's kind of a parallel. You ended up isolating yourself because you began to live in your truth and do what you need to do for yourself. And you're going to have to kind of come out of that isolation a little bit. You're going to have to come back down to earth. Okay. Don't get lost in your growth. This is like a hard, how can I translate this? I'm trying to translate this message, because it's so against a lot of ways that we're told to be, I feel, but this is how it really is. At the end of the day, it's levels to this shit. You don't need to throw yourself completely into something right at the beginning. Like you're meditating and you're or whatever it is resonates, whatever it resonates with, because it's not, I feel like it's different things for different people, so I can't really pinpoint the exact feeling, but at the end of the day, the ultimate thing is that you're pouring into yourself, but don't do too much. Like if you only have 1 cup, fill up that cup. Don't try to fill up 2 cups and you only got 1. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to end up spilling some of that out and then you kind of wasted it. It's like, geez. Okay, I don't know if y'all know about like Kundalini energy, and they say, one of the things they say about it is that you can awaken it like too quickly. And it'll like, and it kind of like, if it happens, like, I feel like people go mad when they do that or something like that. I feel like it's kind of an extreme, like Spirit's kind of like, nah, that's not a good example, but if you know what that is, maybe you'll understand what I'm trying to say. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew spiritually. Okay. Shit. It's such a, like, it's like, I need to say this. Let me get this clear. Pace yourself with your understandings and your with your doings. Make sure you pace yourself. Okay? Allow yourself time to learn and to listen. Allow yourself time to observe and to react. Understand that some things kind of take time. Some things don't, if it don't try to force things to take a long time. If it doesn't, okay. That's why it's so contradictory, this message. It's like, I'm trying to figure out how to give this message without contradicting myself. At the end of the day, life contradicts itself is one of the big things that I feel like people need to understand. Life contradicts itself all the time. So you kind of just gotta go with the flow. And that's why, like, I don't like making plans, because life be contradicting itself, and I don't like when my plans don't go through. But at the end of the day, you just want to be prepared. Like I was saying, pace yourself, prepare yourself, allow yourself time to understand and to grow so that you can be prepared, because the scenarios that you're in are the scenarios that you're meant to be in, right? These are the ones that are for you. So when you're meant to be there, you're going to be there. And if you're there and you're not really meant to be there, you're going to fumble because you're not meant to be there yet, right? And you got to understand that sometimes you're not meant to be there yet. You might be there, but you might not be meant to be there. Maybe you're meant to be there to realize something else, but not to actually like experience the main event. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm feeling like it's like you really just need to believe in yourself. Okay. Believe in yourself for real. And understand that you need to you're good enough, but you're going to need help. Okay, you're going to need help. You're not going to be able to handle everything on your own. And this is spiritually, this is business wise, whatever. You might need help from outside forces, and I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about like, yeah, you really might should invest in some tourmaline. You know what I'm saying? Get you some Palo Santo. Sorry, that's my country ass accent coming out. Get you some Palo Santo and burn it when you feel negative. Okay. Freaking get you some lime and squeeze it in your water so you can have some alkaline water to drink. Okay. Okay, these things help. They might not be some magical, oh my God, all of a sudden, but you are gonna, they help. All right. These are energies that you have to tap into to receive the benefits of. Okay. If you're on this frequency of, things don't work out, I don't need help, things don't, of course it's not going to help. You have to be of the frequency. That's even the first step. Before you even try to buy any tourmaline or whatever, you have to be of that frequency within yourself of understanding that things are kind of out of your hands. That's what I've been trying to say. Things are kind of out of your hands. A lot of things are out of your hands. Not everything. You control your reality and all that, but at the same time, you need to remember that things aren't completely like in your hands. Okay? When things mess up, it's not always your fault. Sometimes things just mess up. Things messing up isn't always a mess up. Things can mess up for a greater, like a better thing to happen. Okay. Just take it all in stride. All right. Yeah. Just take it all in stride. Things might not work out the way that you want them to, because that's just how it goes. That's why this guy here, we got the lone man in reverse. I feel like he's just kind of being carefree and letting the world go by. His money's falling out. You know, he just chilling, but that's the energy that you really need. It came out in reverse because you're not letting things be. You're trying to control. Okay? Your money's falling out and you're trying to flip the script so that you can get the money to go back in your pocket. Maybe this money's falling out so better money can come in, you know, like that's how life be. That's how life be. And yeah, I said be, because we speak, what's it called? We speak Ebonics around here. All right. You really just got to let things flow and harness your strength so that you can move in that flow, accordingly. And I'm getting a big message of protecting yourself. You need to protect yourself in some kind of ways. Okay. I'm really feeling like you should grab some crystals, like some tourmaline, get you some sage, some Palo Santo. Okay. Some like rosemary, maybe get you like a rose, like plant a little rosemary bush. Okay. Because you need to protect yourself is a message that's coming out. All right, Sag. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Yeah, it's about to be 45 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. This video is going to be available on my Patreon page in full. So you can hit the link in my bio to subscribe to my Patreon page, become a patron. You'll have access to this video and all of my 30-minute monthly reads for each zodiac sign. I'm going to post part of this video on YouTube, so you can refer back to that if you would like. But the full video is going to be accessible only on my Patreon page. Okay? If any of this resonated with you, go ahead and hit the link in my bio to book a read with me. This right here is specifically the 40 minute channel message. That's what we did right here. So if you want that, that's what you would get. Otherwise, we can do a 3-card pull, we can do a 5-card pull, or we can add a channeled message onto either one of those so we can get a bit more of a thorough message. And you can also hit the link in my bio to go to my Etsy page and shop some of my charms. I have some candles available for you for your altar. And I'll be adding things definitely every week. I'll be adding like several items a week. So thank you guys so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the link in my bio. Hit the like, leave a comment, all that jazz. All right, y'all. I'm gonna come back tomorrow with 2 more signs. Okay, thank y'all so much. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night. All right, peace.